Hello, good evening, and bollocks. It gives me enormous pleasure, and hopefully will continue to do so for many years to come. I will be with you very shortly, darlings. I shall pour this at a jauntier angle than normal, just for shits and giggles. And remember, it's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits. Right, let's bring this pimple to a head. Good evening, my lovely ones, my loveliest of lovely ones, my little bowls of orange jelly. How are you all, darlings? And oh God, I've got it's the live stream throat tickle. A very warm welcome indeed to Tuesday Night Live. May the FSM reach out and touch you with his noodly appendage for your kindness in joining this tremendous community event this evening, for gracing it and indeed us with your presence. You are, don't tell anybody, but you are my favorite of all of them. But don't tell anybody. Keep that between us. We are going to be together for the next hour, darlings, and we are going to wave away Tuesday. We're going to welcome in Wednesday, and I've just got that feeling of deja vu all over again. God almighty. Yeah. Yada, yada, yada. Wednesday, hump day, middle of the working week, or at least it used to be. It isn't for everybody these days, because a lot of people work Saturdays and Sundays, or they work different shift patterns. And it's all, it's all over the place, like a mad woman's drawers, really, isn't it, darlings? But it's a grand life if you don't weaken and if you don't expect it to make too much sense. During this hour, we're going to talk about whatever we jolly well please. There will be, well, I have just been pinged, and that is a reminder that you can leave a voice note on the community portable electric telephone. You all know the number, at least I hope you do, because quite honestly, darlings, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. And that's just reminded me that I need to test out Officer Crabtree, who now has a phone number, I think. I could have done that today. I didn't. I will do it tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to discuss our days. We're going to discuss what we've eaten. And remember, I said we were going to do this. I'm going to ask you all, how are you feeling? How's your day been? And, feel free to ignore that. Feel free to give me a polite answer. Yeah, fine, thanks. How was yours? Or if you'd like to tell me and your friends here in the community about a particularly good, bad, or indifferent day, please do so. My day has been pretty good on the whole. Pretty good. Yeah, it's been pretty good. More details to come in tomorrow's video, darlings. Oh, yes. We have got Sean's box to hand, and that's going to receive a damned good pounding in due course. We've got the Hedgehog of Truth, who is available for all Hedgehog of Truth related questions and activities. And best of all, we've got you, the meat and vegetables of this spaghetti carbonara that we call the Boaty's World Community Live, don't we? Yes, we do. We do. So, what comes next? I have a slurp of wine, don't I? Oh, yes. And then it'll be into your comments. Lunch today, as promised. Chicken drumsticks. I had 5 pieces. I've got 4 remaining. And I had them with naan bread and momo chutney. I've gone really left field for tomorrow's lunch. And I'm going to have the remaining chicken drumsticks with, you won't be expecting this, buttery mashed potatoes. And I'm going to make a boozy Cajun gravy. Ah, you see if I don't. So, yeah, there we are. Supper tonight, it's the usual. It's staff curry. You all knew that without me telling you. Right. Cheers, your very good health. Bottoms up, up yours, and above all, and I do mean this kindly, get stuffed. I don't know why I say that. I don't know why I said it the first time, and I don't know why I find it funny, but I do. Prost. Oh, fantastic. First cab off the rank tonight, and it was an early one from the lovely Carol C, who says, Hello, I'm really early checking in. You were. Hope everyone has had a good day and is feeling okay. Dinner. Now we're getting to the important bit. Dinner was Cumberland sausages in onion gravy, potatoes, and some veg. And that, I would argue, is an excellent meal for a cold, wintry day. Now, you may notice there that I, professional broadcaster that I am, had to deal with a hiccup mid sentence. And I think you will agree, darlings, I dealt with it powerfully and manfully in the way that only a true Welshman could. Or not. I have liked and subscribed, goes on Carol C. And you might like to do so too. I would love you to tickle that like button, darlings. Oh, I would. I'd be incredibly grateful. Uh, Ian Hulley joined us and said, "Evening, Carol, and the members of the Mr. Boaty Appreciation Tricky chaps, words. I didn't get where I am today by pronouncing my worms correctly. The Mr. Boaty Appreciation Society. Well, today, says Ian, I had the codfather of all fish and chips with a little sea salt, oh, you little tinker, you, followed by refreshing. I'll take that. Followed by a refreshing glass of Oasis summer fruits. Oasis summer fruits. Did you get a roll with it? I'm here all week, folks. Steve Colg has popped in. Peter P is with us. Good evening, honourable community. Good evening to you. Hello, Steve. Lord Stiff Upper Lip has joined us with a fun fact. Did you know that all birds fly backwards in Bognor Regis? That was your fun fact for today, folks. Barry, that guy from SETI Alpha 5, joined us and says, hello, just a brief visit. Oh, the second book is on its way to me. Thank you, Barry. And sorry, it's just a quick visit, but thank you for making the effort to pop in. Hiya, says Simone, hooked on classics, not long back from college. What did I miss? Asked Barry, and Peter P says, well, lots of talk about boaties escaping plums and some other topics. His plums are escaping on a motorbike jumping a fence, says Barry, who's got away with words. Well, he would have, being an author and all that, wouldn't he? Steve Cole is going to grace us with some jokes, and he's laughing already. Oh, the M11 is with us, the lovely Emma. Evening all. Today I porked Boaty's noodles, and very tasty it was too. Why don't Essex girls use vibrators? Asked Simone. They chip their teeth. Well, there we are. Any jokes about Extractor fans? Barry's in Jefferson City for a couple of days, but we'll be heading back to Kansas City tomorrow. Oh gosh, and we'll be there until mid-December. Oh, that's a good old stint, isn't it? Oh God, says Emma, don't remind me about last night. Ah. Simone's welding vlog is uploading. Andrew Buttigieg joined us, and as he always does, welcomed everybody by name, as did Matron, who joined immediately afterwards. Hello, Matron, and hello to you. Andrew, or as we used to call you, Avis Boaty. And hello, Hedgie. Skick is with us and says the future YouTube for you, or the future is YouTube for you, or flipping cars. Rely on yourself. Bishnu has people working for him, not with him. Right, okay. Well, I mean, you know, he is the boss. Suppose he's entitled. Skick, I would very happily have YouTube as my sole job. The only problem is I would be homeless and starve to death because, you know, you can't live on £88 a month. Well, I can't anyway. If you or anybody else could arrange for all of my videos to get a minimum of 50,000 views each, then don't worry, I'll give up the restaurant, I'll give up everything else. I will just do YouTube, but not a possibility at the moment, sadly. As for flipping cars, I wouldn't mind giving that a go, actually, but doing it on my own and doing it with the sort of car that I'm comfortable with and that I know about, not MG Rovers. I don't mind owning them, but I don't want to try flipping them. Good evening, Boaty, says Paulie Galtieri, and a jolly good evening to you. Bad Books is here. Good evening, all. Amazing hair tonight, says Matron, and a wonderful good mood. I'm enjoying this already. Yeah, I did something a bit different with my hair today, and I allowed it to be a bit bigger with more largety than it normally is. It feels a bit strange, but I think I might quite like it. I might quite like it. And I said to the vicar, I said, "Ooh, it would a goodly amount. It would a goodly amount, and I quite liked it." What is the community's view on marmalade? I have decided to experiment with making marmalade a permanent fixture in my life. And we'll just see how it goes. Oh, and somebody said in one of the comments on my depression video, my SAD video, somebody said something and have a good breakfast. And I thought about that. I did think about that, and there's no doubt that having a nice breakfast, it really does add something to your day, doesn't it? I mean, you think about it, that's the treat of being away in a hotel, even in a cheap budget hotel. If you get a cooked breakfast, it doesn't half give your morning a lift. You wake up earlier and you look forward to it and stuff. So, now, my breakfast is the same. It's constant, has been for ages. I have a glass of Capella apple juice, which is good stuff. I have a strong black coffee. If you're interested, it's from a Tassimo, and it's the Kenko XL Americano. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I have one slice of lavishly buttered toast, and that is my breakfast. I may be adding marmalade to that because I've been thinking about breakfast and trying to spice it up a little bit. But is there any mileage in bringing? What do you do for breakfast? What is your standard breakfast? What about, would it aid your mental health and your sense of well-being if every morning you had a bacon sandwich, grilled bacon, But if every morning you had a bacon sandwich with your coffee and your juice, I mean, that would give my morning. I mean, who doesn't love a bacon sandwich? Obviously, if you are a vegetalist, then it's a no-no for you. But who, assuming that you're a non-vegetalist, who doesn't get a super lift from a bacon sandwich? I mean, it kind of cures anything, doesn't it? So, what about during the winter? What about downgrading lunch to something really, really tiny, but upgrading breakfast to a bacon butty? Or do any of you regularly have, as standard, do you have something hot for your breakfast, like bacon and eggs or whatever? I'm Somebody just put it in the comments, and I thought, yeah, God, yeah, I wouldn't dread waking up whether it was 60 feet of snow outside. I'd leap out of bed if I knew there was a bacon sandwich waiting for me downstairs. Yeah. And it would be worth downgrading your lunch, not downgrading it in terms of taste or quality, but downgrading it in terms of quantity and calorific intake, if it meant that you started your morning with a bacon butty, I think. What do you think? Ugh. Oh, God. I can only apologise. And I do apologise. Sincerely, deeply, and from the very heart of my bottom. So do discuss that, and there's probably a live stream title in there somewhere. Bacon sandwiches and mental health or something like that. Write that down, somebody. Bacon butties and mental well-being. But yeah, it's something to conjure with, isn't it? In winter, especially. And then so for example, what about this then? So, bacon sandwich for breakfast or bacon and eggs or whatever, something of that nature. Not the full Monty, not a full walloping heart attack on a plate job, but a bacon sandwich, grilled bacon, nice bread, something like that, uh, made properly and dressed properly with an artistic drizzle of HP sauce from a glass bottle. None of that plastic squeezy bottle nonsense. I won't have it. I won't allow it. Not on my watch. And obviously, we're not animals. A light dusting of ground white pepper. That is the correct dressing for a bacon sandwich. Other people will tell you other things. They will say other dressings are available. They're wrong. They are wrong. That is the correct way to have a bacon sandwich. There's no argument about it. There's no ifs. And the bread must be booted. Oh, yeah. Now then, and I'll brook no argument on that. There is no debate to be had. That is the correct bacon sandwich. But what about as a winter regime, right? Bacon butty breakfast. Oh, bacon sandwich and really good coffee. Is that what a fucking great start to a day? And then for lunch, you just had soup, just a bowl of soup. No carbohydrate, no dippy finger, no nothing to go with it. Just a nice bowl of soup, ideally homemade, of course. I might experiment with that for a week. I might experiment for a week having bacon sandwiches for breakfast and a bowl of soup for lunch. Let me know what you think of that idea, because I'm quite obsessed by it now. Where were we? Oh, Matron was saying I had amazing hair. I like Matron. She's my fluffer. Many of you are my fluffers. You say nice things about me, and I don't feel useless and washed up and hopeless and just a burden on society. What do we think about the old assisted dying bill as well? Should we talk about that? We can talk about that tomorrow, maybe. Let's keep today about the bacon sandwiches and bowls of soup. But keep the old assisted dying bill at the back of your mind. We might talk about that tomorrow. Trisha Alderman is with us. Hello, Boaty and all in chat, and a jolly big hello to you. Alan Simpson is here. Oh, we all love Alan, don't we? Alan is somebody that I've met in real life, and I love you all dearly and equally. But it must be said, once I've met you in real life and touched you, sorry, I didn't mean that to sound sinister. But once I've met you in real life, then you're all equal, but some are a little bit more equal than others. I probably should attend to these voice notes and messages that have been pinging in. So let's do that, shall we? Right. Mr. Parry has got a couple of voice notes for us, and he also says, "How is Emma, Tracy, the captain, and everybody else in the chat?" I don't know. They haven't told me yet. Thank you. My day's been quite fine. Thank you. And hello to everybody. I think you should try eggy bread. Basically, egg soldiers. You fry their own. Yeah. No, I know what they are, but yeah. No. No, because no. I can only do the proper bit of the egg. I can't eat the foul, disgusting placenta part. I mean, that's just wrong. But we will now listen, my dear chap, to the voice notes that you have very kindly left for us, and we will enjoy them fully and with the utmost sincerity and with joy in our hearts and possibly other regions of our body. I had joy in a region of my body earlier today, and I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for asking.
How are you tonight? Is it good news or bad news? Did the surveyor come, did he say? And how was your day been? And have you managed to find the book or anything for your car, sir? And they're going to thank you and Emma for doing last night. I know it was one time we didn't think Emma would do it, but it was lovely to see her, sir.
It was.
Anyway, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Parry from Porcelain in the Will, over and out. And by the way, I had a full English breakfast in the cafe for my brother's birthday today, sir.
Oh.
And for my evening meal, I had sausage, mash, and beans. Thank you very much.
Well,
Mr. Parry,
thank you.
in the Will, over and out. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Please, will everybody whack the like button for our Boaty, please? It only takes a second.
It does. It really does. And there are 43 of you watching, and I've only got 17 likes, which is a miserable state of affairs. I feel sure you would agree. Oh, right. Here we go. Oh, 2 of them. What a treat. God, there's another one. Evening mustard. Right, to to address Mr. Parry's points and questions. I've not had a bad day. Did the architect turn up? I don't know. I've not spoken to Bish, and I didn't go to the meeting myself because it was too early and I couldn't be asked, and I wouldn't have been much. I'll look at the doings and I will suggest whatever I will suggest. I'm just glad it's going ahead. Did I find the handbook for the car? That will be answered in tomorrow's video. Oh, I don't keep secrets from you. Yeah, I did eventually. God knows how it got where it was. He's a strange man, is Mustard. What else did Mr. Parry talk about? Did the builders turn up? Watch tomorrow's video. Watch tomorrow's video, darlings, and all will be revealed. And I don't mean that in a Carol Ann living in the moment type of a way, darlings. Don't worry. Don't worry. My damp baps will remain firmly underneath my clobber. Why is clothing called clobber? Where did that come from, I wonder? Oh, that makes me want to write a poem. Let's think. I knew a girl called Carol Ann. She always lost her clobber. And she's a really lovely girl, and I'd really like to. Oh, dear. Where was I? Now then, butter dish. That's right. Just say things that you see around you. Butter dish rhymes with fish. Another voice note. Gosh, this is thrilling, but it's via another medium. The previous ones were via WhatsApp. For this one, quite honestly, darlings, I need to go too, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to give it to you straight. I need to go to Facebook Messenger. Here you go, darlings. 42 seconds of community joy coming your way. Strap in.
Hello, Mr. Boaty, sir. Just a quick voice note to say that I've done a quick video on my channel for my 100 subscribers. I've actually got 101, so I missed on the title. But yeah, I did a video, and I watched Mustard's video the other day, and I've also watched yours where I know you saw Stigmas. It was nice to see him all in his nice shiny glory.
Yeah.
And hope the community are doing okay, and Emma. And I shall speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.
Well, that gives us all something to look forward to. The 100 subscriber special. I can't remember what I did for my 100th subscriber special. And I was going to do something for my 500,000 views, but I either haven't got there yet or I've passed it. It depends which statistic you look at. Now, if as a member of the, quite frankly, public, you look at my channel, the homepage with the description and all of that, it says I've had 400 and something thousand views. But if you look at my analytics, it says that I've had 690,000 views. So I don't know if I've hit my 500,000 or not. So, well, either way, I've either missed it or I haven't got there yet, so I might as well not do it. And 500,000's a bit cack anyway, isn't it? I'll wait until I've had 1 million views, and then I'll I don't know. I'll dye some toilet roll pink, strip naked, and tie a bow around my little tinkle. Something like that, you know. You got to push the boat out for 1 million views, haven't you? Where did we get to? Alan Simpson was greeting the Honourables, and we were greeting the Honourable Alan. Emma says, I have got a sign on my bathroom wall that says exactly that. It's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits. Alan Simpson has got a hedgehog of truth question. I will place my hand thereupon. Have you ever done a giggle-induced poo? No. That's an easy one. No. I have never done a giggle-induced poo. Tricia says, hi, matron. I finally found your channel and subscribed tonight. How many you got now, matron? Go on, show off. How many you got now? People saying hello. Andrew says, I always watch the ads. Boaty told me not to touch that knob, except when the ad goes for 15 blooming minutes, though. Don't you dare touch your knob on a 15-minute advert. You leave it running. Go and walk around the house or do something. That's good money for me, is that? If you come across a 15-minute advert, don't even think about skipping it. Just get up and go and do something. Think about the joy that 15-minute advert could bring me in the trouser pocket department. if you felt uncomfortable thinking about Boaty's trouser pocket department, ring this number where help is available. Hi all, says Carol. Boaty, have you used your electrical steamer yet? I have, and it works tremendously well, but I didn't film it, and I should have. I'm a silly sausage. His ringtone is good moaning, says Barry, talking about Officer Crabtree. I'm going to film that tomorrow. I haven't tried it yet. I put the old SIM card in Officer Crabtree, didn't I? And I think, because I had two SIM card packets, didn't I? The one that I broke and the one that I eventually fitted. And I've thrown one away. And they've got the phone number on. So I'm just hoping I've thrown the right one away. Otherwise, it's going to be a right old kerfuffle. It's been all right, says Paulie Galtieri, can't complain, talking about his day. I've had a productive day, says Matron. Not earned any money, but enjoyed the process. Steakog says, Boaty, if you're farting tonight, blow the candle out. And not at the same time. Today has been good, thank you, says Alan. I'm currently eating proper branded opal fruits. How do you manage that? I thought they became stardust or something about 30 years ago. How are you, sir? Better than the Freelander of Broken Dreams, I hope. I am. I'm fine. My day has been good and busy, says Carol. Feet up, glass of wine in hand, log burner on by 4 p.m. I saw it in the Facebook group. Emma says, my day was filled with Tracy. Tricia says, I have been to Slimming World today and lost 1.5 pounds and had mushroom chow mein for dinner tonight. Well, that's a community snap with our M11, isn't it? Indeed, says Maitland, and my day was filled with Emma. Skick says Tyson and Jake Paul next week. Got a feeling it's been rehearsed. No shit, Sherlock. Come on, did anybody think it was going to be anything other than rehearsed? Of course it's rehearsed. Leave a voice note, says Matron, and gives out the number. Simone says, Skick, I bet the fight is behind a paywall. Of course it will be behind a paywall. Do you know how much they're earning? Where would that money come from if it wasn't behind a paywall? Come on, let's be real about this, folks. Mike Tyson v. Jake Paul is not a fight. It's a show. And of course it will be scripted and choreographed, and of course it will be behind a paywall. Will I watch it? Not when it's live, no. I'll probably watch highlights when they become available on YouTube, just in case something goes wrong and Iron Mike beats the granny out of Jake Paul, which I think is what everybody's hoping will happen. Mustard arrived and said, hey, chaps, and people greeted him in kind. Boaty's in an exceptionally good mood tonight, says Matron. What have we got here? Oh, unread massages. Here we go.
I've left you a voice message, but if you look underneath, you can see how you get your phone number on Vodafone. If you don't know your phone number, sir, from the car.
Oh, thank you.
That's a Vodafone.
Oh, well, that's actually genuinely useful. Thank you very much. Apparently if I dial that, it tells you what your phone number is. Presumably, I can do that on Officer Crabtree. So that might be useful. So I'm glad I've got that there. Emma says Boaty is in a good mood and the hedgehog looks startled. Doesn't take much to guess what he's been doing. That's absolutely outrageous. Outrageous. Simone, I like one of Tyson's quotes. You have to be better than how you feel. I had beans on toast before college, says Simone, so I am trumping all the way to Trumpton. Hedgehog or truth question for the hedgehog from Andrew. Hedgehog, where did Big Boaty touch you? I have not touched the hedgehog of truth, other than to put him where he lives now, in the never eat shredded wheat. Northwesternmost point of the table. It's not a red pants day, is it, says Peter P? No, it is. Sadly, it is not a red pants day. The closest I've come to wearing red pants is gazing at that picture that Carol Ann sent me last night. Not whilst wearing my red pants, I hasten to add, but yeah, in the red pants department, it's been a complete non-event today. Much like yesterday, and no doubt tomorrow. I might as well frame them and put them on the wall. Whatever happened to Barry's shit peas? Asked Simone. And Emma says, he shot peas, Simone. There we go. Jimmy F 500 is with us and says, foggy, misty, damp weather here, but could be worse. It could. Boring cottage pie for lunch and dinner. Or lunch stroke dinner. That right, he might okay, right now. He might not have had it for 2 meals today. He might be putting lunch stroke dinner, meaning depending on what you call the meal that you have at lunchtime. The clue's there, darlings. Bad books. Oh, lamb casserole and veggies for tea, and cheeky apple pie and custard for pud. Boaty is looking like Kevin Keegan, says Barry. And now we're on to the marmalade question. Well, I know Paddington liked it, says Barry. Shredless marmalade for me, thanks, says Simone. Funny you should mention marmalade, Boaty, says Peter P. I like marmalade, says Mustard. I haven't had it for about 20 years, though. I love marmalade, says Alan, especially on hot, buttered toast. I do have Dundonian parents, so it was inevitable. Now then, I spent some nectar points tonight, darlings, because I did want to do the marmalade thing, and I haven't got any money at the moment. So I traded in some nectar points, and I was going to go for the Scottish marmalade, the Dundee marmalade, and at the last minute, I went for this one. Because, French. And I'm going to reinvigorate my love affair with France and the French. And if I ever get any money, I'm going to spend more time in France. I'm going to go back to all of my favourite places that I haven't been to for so long. I do have an affinity with France and with the French, and there's so much that I love about France. It's an amazing country. You've got everything that you need there. You can ski, you've got amazing beaches, you've got amazing roads, you've got amazing food. You can even eat well at a motorway service station, and you're never more than 4 feet from an ashtray, and you got to love that. Marmalade sandwiches, where do you keep yours? Asked Ian. Marmalade is the name of one of my cats, says Andrew. And Simone says, I had a cat called Marmalade when I was little. He was a beast of a cat. That's like sex with me, Paul, says Steve Colgan. I don't know what that's in relation to. Oh, possibly not having had it for 20 years. Rose's lemon marmalade is nice on pancakes, says Emma. Never liked orange marmalade. Bugger. Never liked never mind oranged, full stop, marmalade, rebugger. Okay. Ross joined us, Dino Dad. Hello. Emma kind of corrected herself. Orange marmalade, though, which is odd as I usually love orange stuff. I love orange stuff. There are very few things orange that I don't love. I'm not a lover of chocolate, but Terry's chocolate orange. Oh God. I used to get one of those for Christmas every year, and I never ate it all before the next Christmas. I love Orange Club biscuits, although I haven't had one for about 15 years. Orange Kit Kats, haven't had one for about 13 years. Donald Trump, haven't had him for a while either. What's the best cat name? Asks Mustard. Trevor, says Peter P. Tractor, says hi all. Well, I'll give you all of my cats' names in order of all of the cats that I've had. Right, let me think about it. The first cat was Mrs. Postlethwaite. Then there was Suleiman and Shiloh. They were from the same litter. They were beautiful, Suleiman and Shiloh. Then there was oh God, when was the next cat? Oh, yeah, that then into when I was married, and there was Humphrey and Mavis, and then with Boo there was Cooking Fat and the other one. I thought Suleiman and Shiloh were great names, and they were fabulous cats. Boaty, says Andrew, looks like Doyle from The Professionals. I'll take that. I always skip breakfast, says Paulie Galtieri. Protein for breakfast does you good, says Matron. Tell me, give me reasons to have a bacon sandwich for breakfast. I want to do this. I'll film it and everything. God, I love a bacon sandwich. And I do apologise to any vegetabilists who are watching this. I will be having a double bacon roll in the morning before volunteering, says Simone. Tractor, says Boaty, I have a question. You shout tractor upon spotting a tractor, and you say yellow car and no return upon seeing a yellow car. So what do we say if we see a yellow tractor? It's just tractor. It's just tractor. Doesn't, because the yellow thing only applies to cars. Doesn't apply to tractors. Doesn't apply to buses. Doesn't apply to vans. And if you want the full yellow car rules, not made by me, these were made by Little Miss. The full no return thing is you can do mini no return, yellow car no return, but the ultimate is a yellow mini. If you see a yellow mini, basically that makes you king of the universe, and you can punch everybody about you and they're not allowed to punch you back. Sweep if it's black and from Wales, says Steve Cole, talking about cat names. Mrs. Doyle from The Professional says Mustard, talking about my hair. I have breakfast at 10:30, says Alan, a very civilised time, to coincide with well-known radio music quizzes, and I think we all know what that is. Marmalade toast is my go-to just now. I will get cranky even if I don't have toast spread, the brown stuff, plus cereal, boring again, says Jimmy 500. Yep, wouldn't mind a bacon sarnie. Carolyn Wild says chunky orange marmalade or roses lime. And hello to you, Carolyn. Thank you. Thank you for being with us and for joining in. Hey, Andrew, got your umbrella today, says Ross. Vivian Bulverhide says, Boaty, you could scramble my eggs in the morning. Well, there's an offer. Who could refuse? Haven't had marmalade in a while, says Jimmy of 500. Cake, whiskey, and bacon are, in my mind, says Alan Simpson, the three consumables that always make things better. Oh, now, yeah, okay. Difficult to argue with. Mustard says, I bought and I knew this, he told me this. I bought 1 kilogram of bacon for £1.99 and I turned it into bacon soup. Eggs are plums in Finland, says Peter P. Very cheap that mustard. Very cheap that bacon, Mustard, says Andrew. Emma says, Boaty saying the bread must be buttered, yet he's only just discovered butter. Oh, there we are. A bacon Boaty sandwich. Improve your mood with Trotter's porky food, says Ian. Buttered brown bread, thick crispy bacon and brown sauce, says Simone. Bungay butter, no less, Emma, says Andrew. That's all gone. I've kept I so loved having that wonderfully expensive butter. in my fridge that I kept the empty cases, and I keep them in my fridge so it looks as if I'm more successful than I really am. Unless somebody actually investigated, thought, oh, I'll have a look at that butter, that looks nice, and realised that they're just empty containers, and thought, well, this poor sod's not doing too well, is he? Empty butter thing in his fridge. I love that. Yeah. Sean is such a blessed puppet. The lovely Sean James Cameron, my friend, of course. And yeah, I love the fact that thanks to his kindness and generosity, I've had the opportunity to enjoy some of the things that he takes for granted because he is a successful YouTubist, whereas I am a complete failure. So he gets to enjoy these wonderful things, and I don't, except that I do because he very kindly sends me some of them. So I had the beef from the best UK farm shop, and I had that fabulous butter. And in today's video, he was banging on about this soap, and I like the sound of that. And I haven't currently got any soap. I'm having to use my shampoo. Well, it's actually Sophie's shampoo. She left it here. I'm having to use shampoo for either shampoo or washing up liquid for all of my washing needs. And I would quite like a bar of soap. And this soap that Sean was knocking on about sounded and looked rather fabulous. So I might see just how stupidly expensive it is. And if it's not too bad, I might buy some. Boaty, where's Lord Lucan, says Paulie Galtieri. This documentary of late is ridiculous, God knows. If you're having bacon, get the pop in, says Steve. Soup, says Ross, was given to the soldiers in the war, as the water content kept them fuller for longer. Ah, right. Bacon sandwiches, fluffing and assisted dyeing, says Matron. What a night. You don't get this shit on Hubnut, do you, darlings? You don't. Bad Book says, old lady in local co-op car park had a flat tyre. I fixed it with the tyre repair gunk and pumped her other tyres up. In return, she gave me a jar of homemade marmalade. I will try it on toast for brekkie. Well, let us know how it goes. I went mad, says Jimmy F500 today, and had a full can of minestrone soup. And we haven't even got to his plums yet, Trace, says Andrew. And Matron goes on, bacon sandwiches, fluffing and assisted dyeing. Best night out in ages. When I have the bacon, says Decolg, I drink the local reservoir. A fluffer, says Barry, is a person whose job it is to keep a porn star hard. That's not what I understood it to be, but there you go. There you go. Oh dear. I really fancy the bacon sandwich thing. I fancy giving that a go. Imagine, God, I would look forward to winter if I knew that maybe do it from when the clocks go back to when the clocks go forward. And in between those two times, you can have a bacon sandwich for breakfast. God, I wish I had one tomorrow morning. Oh, I haven't got any bacon in. I've got nothing in it. Real Mother Hubbard. Honestly, if you sort of stayed in my cupboards, fridge, and freezer, you would, well, you would probably think, good job. You might get a bit of blubber off you, you fat sod. Won't do you any harm to suck your thumb instead of sucking on the knife and fork for a while. But God, I'd love a bacon sandwich in the morning. If I had any money tomorrow, I might just invest in some bacon and try it. I've got HP sauce, haven't I? Obviously, I've got white pepper, and that's a given. I've got HP sauce. Oh, but I've bought marmalade now. I could just keep the marmalade and not open it. I would really like to give this bacon, butty, and soup diet a try. Or maybe instead of the soup, just a small amount of noodles. And that's carbohydrate, though, isn't it? It's a tad moist outside today, Ross says, Andrew. I don't have an umbrella. Tricia says, I often have one slice of wholemeal bread, scrambled egg, and grilled tomatoes for breakfast, and then homemade soup for lunch. And I would be lost without the soup maker. Maybe I need to look on. I've been thinking for ages I should have soup for lunch. And tin soup is generally awful, isn't it? Some are better than others. Maybe I should look on Facebook Marketplace for a soup maker and start experimenting with making my own soup. Now that's a title, matron. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Let's go back to that. Hang on. Oh, do you know what a fluffer is, Bo? Sorry, I missed that one. No, obviously I didn't. There we go. I'll screenshot that. Bacon sandwiches, fluffing and assisted dying. What a night. That'll do for tonight's title. Thank you, matron. I've been craving proper sloppy scrambled eggs recently, Tricia, says matron. Maybe tomato. I raised the Asda yellow label section for sandwiches for lunch tomato, says Paulie Galtieri. Earn it, says Carl. That was Sean in the bath, says Steve. Is mustard okay? Asked Peter P. Matron's having a giggle and says she's missed Mustard's windy emissions. Diane Sturdy joined us. Good evening, lovely people, and a very good evening to you. Carl can't stay long, sadly. Matron normally does it quite stiff like omelette, but might add a little bit more milk, and she's talking about tomato scrambled eggs. Handbook, was it in the air filter housing, says Jimmy F500. It wasn't quite that bad. Ross says Boaty's looking like a hungover Jermaine Greer. I'm not reading that out, Emma. You got us in enough trouble last night. it's oh God. I can't cope with that. I can't cope with that. Oh God. Oh, why did you have to put that into my head? That is never going to leave my head now. It's Mitch Baxter. It would have been a better name for him as well. I mean, the original one, not our friend. If his first name was that instead of Joseph, it would have... Somebody should do that. Somebody should change their first name to Mingebag. It would just be brilliant. When they get married, do you Mingebag? Oh God. Oh God, no, I can't. Oh God, help me. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Come on now. Come on, you can cope with this. You can get past this. There's 6 minutes to go. Come on. Pull yourself together. You can do this, son. I've got faith in you. I can't do it. The name's Stalin. Mingeback Stalin. I can't do it. I can't cope. I believe you like it shaken, Mr. Stalin. Or may I call you Mingeback? No, I can't. Oh, God. Bacon sandwiches. Think of bacon sandwiches. Think about anything but those two words put together as a name. And your name, sir? Stalin. I see. And first name, sir? Mingeback. Mingeback. Come on. Just move past it. Make it go off the screen. There, it's off the screen. It's off the screen. Let's get this back on track. Well, okay. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. Don't laugh. Don't think about those words. They're not on screen. Come on. You can do this. Well then, my lovelies, we are now beginning to approach the sad time of the live stream where we need to think about saying good night to each other because I can't do it. And the little thing of the telephone as well. I can't. Lovely quiff, says Diane. Andrew, says Stig Hogg, I dress up as Jonathan Bree at Halloween. It's true. Oh, thank God, a voice note. Jesus Christ.
How is Mingeback Starling, sir? What was it? Mingeback Starling. How'd you say it, sir?
You bastard, Mr. Parry. Oh, you utter bastard. Right, that's it. The phone lines are closed. I can't cope with that. My sub says matron. I have 211. Peter B says, matron, are you sitting on your menage for a week again? I am indeed, Peter, says matron. Mainly because I don't have any memory left on my computer to process it yet. They brought out... I'm not reading any more voice notes. I'm not reading any more. I can't go. They brought out a retro special edition of Opal Fruits, says Alan. The orange ones were amazing. They were always my favourite. Oh my God, Alan, where do I find these babies? Opal Fruit, made to make your mouth water. I want Pacers to return, says Emma. What about Spangles? We always We always used to say back in the day that a woman wearing tights was like sucking a spangle with a wrapper on. Oh, God. Um, that's what life is all about, darlings. Orange opal fruits, spangles, stockings, suspenders, and a spanking whether they deserve it or not. Hello, everyone, says Mark on motoring. Apologies for my absence, been busy of late. It's lovely to see you, Mr. Tickle. I keep waiting for the day the Freelander of Broken Dreams has gone. That'll have to be a public holiday, says Ross. I agree. I mean, that car should really be allowed to, I mean, talk about the assisted dying bill. Then I think the first customer, if it becomes legal tender, should be the Freelander of Broken Dreams. That deserves to be. Oh God, what's this? He's- God. That's got to go on a t-shirt. That needs to be merch. I'd buy that. No more, please, no more, no more. Oh God. Who wouldn't buy that? You want to cheer your fucking mornings up? Bollocks to the bacon sandwich. Just have that on your coffee mug. I want that on a coffee mug. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing it tomorrow. I swear to God. That is going to be merch. That is going to be merch. I need that mug in my life. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right, no more. No more. No more. I'm never going to have a second of depression again in my life because every time I feel sad's kicking in, I'm just going to look at that. We all need it on a. If I had money, I would buy each and every one of you and every channel member and probably every bloody viewer. I would buy you that mug so you had it in your life. I can't get it out of my mind. Oh God. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. uh, I've skipped a couple of comments because, quite frankly, if I Had another nice exchange with Carol Ann today, says Emma. She's lovely. Well, did you give her your impression of her in the ice bath again? Oh dear. Do give her my regards, Emma. I wish, says Mark. Actually, I've been busy at work doing 12 to 15 hour shifts. Then at the NEC, filming on Sunday and editing ever since. Currently getting ready to try to upload, though, feeling ready for bed. Oh, yeah, Pacers. Were they the green and white mint shoes? Oh, I remember those. And of course, it was the classic car thing, wasn't it? The hedgehog once a week at the yard, says Mustard. Ask him. Hedgie, would you like a week at the yard? He's gonna, I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking at that because I daren't. I just daren't. I'll look at it after the live stream. I need to get this to an end somehow. God knows how. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What do nectar points say, Skick? Oh, they are the Sainsbury's reward card system. You get them on eBay as well. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, what? Snap, says Diane. My grandma bought me a Teddy's chocolate orange every year. Mark on motoring says, hello to Simone. I was chatting with your friend Alex on Sunday. She doesn't stop giggling, and I didn't even tickle her. Are we all starting to like Donald Trump, says Mustard? Oh, I think so. I'm a savage for Chucky, says Jimmy F500. I never have enough, so have to curtail it. What's the meaning of yellow car, no return, Jimmy F500? Well, if you see a yellow card and you're the first one to say it, then you can punch the other person and they're not allowed to punch you back. Our cat, says Emma, were Smokey, Sammy, Chalkio, Crimbo, Gesso, Chinook, Bamba, Poot, Deaky, Roly, Widget, and the little black one whose name I've forgotten. My kids always get a chocolate orange in their stockings at Christmas, says Emma. Protein fills you up quicker, keeps you satisfied for longer, doesn't mess with your blood sugar, slows carb ingestion down. Lots of good reasons, says Matron. Emma, says Diane, have you noticed they're smaller these days? Squidge, that was a little black cat. Oh, there we are. Maybe Elon could set Trump up in a starship, a bit like Mini-Me and Austin Powers, says Ross. Smokey and Chalky, says Matron. Yep, says Emma. Everything is a lot smaller these days, except my boobs and bum. Where is the soap from, says Diane. I love nice smelling soap. I don't know. Watch Sean's video today. He does show it to you, and I think he said the link was in the thing. He saw it on another YouTube video that he follows, and he bought some, and he says it's fantastic. So dab some margarine in your expensive butter pots and see if you can taste the difference. I think I might. Callow Tiger, Snowy, Megs, Alberta, Skittles, Marmalade, Screeching, Gizmo, says Andrew. He ran out of tea, did Sean? Imagine that. He did. He did at the homestead. Thank you, matron. Mia was my cat, says Peter Pete. I don't think you're a failure on YouTube, Boaty. Says Skip, you made a lot of friends and you work 6 nights a week and fit alive in most nights, so no failure. Oh, in terms of the community and the difference it's made to my life, absolutely great success. In terms of earning money and paying bills, that's where the failure comes in. I would argue that I am more of a success than Hubnut or or Furious Driving or any of those who, I mean, all that they do is create really good content and earn really good money from it. I have fun and have made friends online and in real life. I would just like the money as well, if I'm completely honest. How can Sean run out of tea, says Andrew. I thought it was mandatory to have a supply of tea in every UK kitchen. Well, he was at his allotment, to be fair. Nothing up with soup, says Steve. Sean said ask mustard for a few tea bags. He unboxed a load. Eggs are what you need to eat, says Mustard. Fuck bread. I love homemade soup, says Diane. I've never made it, but I've loved all of the homemade soup other people have made for me. A pan is a soup maker, says Mustard. Well, yeah. Emma broke Boaty, says Peter Pete. Andrew says, my tiger is an A-grade arsehole. I had to rewind to see why Boaty was dying, and I'm crying now, says Matron. I can't read that out. You'll start me off again. Hedgehog's got his eye on the money box. Glad someone has, says Pete. Think of bacon sandwiches. What Bacon says when he's trying not to get there prematurely. Bedtime, says Simone. Night then. Emma has ended, Boaty. Oh, don't, Emma. No, I'm not reading that. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. No, don't read that either. Get up early, enjoy a curly world, and remember the advert with Teddy Scott dressed up as a schoolboy. Call an ambulance, he's dying. I can't read these. Good night, folks. Sleep well, says Tricia. Ross says Boaty and James May are the two best laughs in the world. It's all a bit much for me tonight, says Ian. My sides are splitting, chortling while listening to Boaty snorting. So I bid you a fun nighty night, my little chickadees. Say good night, everybody, because God knows I'm going now. Mark says, I spent the last 2 hours trying to convert video for upload, and the PC just crashed. Hopes it makes as quick a recovery as Boaty just did from his laughing fit. Matron, no. I'm not doing that. Well, I suppose I could. Oh, dear. Don't look at it. Just take it. Nighty night all, says Peter Pete. Another legendary live. Oh, it's been good fun tonight. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Let's pound the box. Let's pound the box. I'd love to know how much is in there. It's probably going to be a disappointing amount. We've probably only been doing that for, how long have we been doing it for? 6 weeks, 7 weeks? So that's going to be, yeah, but in my mind, there's about £11,000 in there, and there's not going to be, is there? Oh, dear. Right, what time is it? Oh, it's 1:15. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to get me some curry, and I imagine that it's going to be quite good fun on the Mary Huff management chat after this. I shall try and ignore it because, oh, God. That it does need to go on a mug. It really does. Hello, Matron, waving back. Right. Okay, darlings, thank you so much for I'm not thinking about a bacon sandwich anymore. There is that for it. Thank you for thank you for joining me tonight, each and every one of you. I'm so grateful. And all that's left to do is to wish you all a safe and peaceful night and a fabulous day ahead. May you be able to take a little bit of joy from it, anyhow and anywhere that you possibly can. And above all, take really good care of yourselves. And if you're fortunate enough to have people who you love and who love you, take really good care of them too. The candle, darlings, will be relit tomorrow, Hump Day, Wednesday night live, same time, 11 o'clock, same place, here, like just there. Much love from me. God, no. And on that note, Pachu, and indeed, no, I can't say it because it'll break me for the next half an hour. Pachu, and indeed, boss, there. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you.